Hi dear students, welcome back to the new section of Mathematics of Class 10. So last day we were studying how to derive a quadratic equation from the given statements. And in today's class we are going to study how to solve a given quadratic equation. So I told you in the previous class that there are different methods that we are going to study in this chapter regarding how to solve a given quadratic equation. First of all, today let us discuss with the topic factorization. That is one of the methods which is used to solve a given quadratic equation. So let us take an example and let us go for it. So here goes the question before you. X square minus 3x minus 10 is equal to 0. So this is a quadratic equation, right? So in this quadratic equation, anyhow, when you are seeing a quadratic equation, what can you understand? There are two roots, right? There are two roots for this one, means there will be two solutions for this one. We are going to find out that solution, I told you, by the factorization method. And let us recall what we have studied in our 9th class. Main thing which we studied in our 9th class was splitting the middle term, right? So here tell me what is the middle term or what is the center term? It is minus 3x. That means 3x is the center term. We are going to split this 3x. And that is the way how we are going to do. Before that, before splitting, what is the coefficient of x square? Here you can see in front of x square, there is no number. If there is no number, it means that 1 is the coefficient of x square. And what is the constant term? Here the constant term is 10. So 1 multiplied by 10, how much it is? 10. So anyhow, we are going to split the center term. Here the center term is 3. So most probably students has a doubt in their mind that which numbers should come in the place of a center term. Which number should we take there? Here as it is 3x, should we take 1 and 2? Or should we go for any other numbers? There is a confusion. So I will tell you how to take this one. As I told you, first of all, multiply the coefficient of x square by the constant term and you got it as 10. So in the working area, see this one, 10, the factors of 10, the multiples of 10 we are going to write. 1 into 10, right? That's 10. Then in the table of 2 also, we can write 2 into 5, that is also 10. So there are only two sets, 1 10, that is one set, another one 2 5. Is that much clear? So you got two sets. Among these two sets, any one of the set will be the relevant thing which we are choosing for the center term. Now I will tell you how to understand this one. If you're checking the sign of the constant term in the question, what is the sign of the last number of the constant term? That means in the first equation, in the quadratic equation, what is the last 10? It is 10. And what is the sign of the 10? It is minus, right? Minus 10 is given. Whenever you are seeing a negative sign on the last number, it means that while subtracting these two sets, you got two sets. One is 1 and 10, another one is 2 and 5. So while subtracting these two sets, you have to get the center number. What is the center term? It is 3. So tell me, 10 and 1, 10 minus 1, what is 10 minus 1? It is 9, right? So is 9 the center term? No, the center term is 3. So just strike it off, we don't want that set. 1 and 10, we will just throw it away, we don't want that set. Fortunately here there is only one more set, then definitely you know that is 1. But I will tell you again how to understand that one, because in some cases plenty of multiples may come. For example, if you are taking, when you are multiplying, if you got 120, then there will be plenty of steps like this, so that you have to understand which is the correct one. Okay. Now, see here, the second set, it is 2 and 5. Tell me, 5 minus 2, it is 3. So 3 is the center term itself. So definitely 2 and 5 are the numbers. So we are going to select this 2 and 5. Keep in your mind, we are going to select 2 and 5. 2 and 5 means 2x and 5x. Is that clear? 2 and 5 means 2x and 5x. Now, 2x and 5x are going to come into the center term. Means just they are going to replace the center terms. Now, what about the sign? We should be concerned about the sign also, right? We got the numbers, 2x and 5x are the numbers. Now we should be concerned about the sign. Now, how to understand what is the sign? That is also from the sign of the last term of the given equation. The last term was 10. The last number is 10, right? The constant term is 10. And that, what is the sign given there? It is a minus sign. From this minus sign, we will come to a conclusion that both of the numbers are having different signs. That means if one is positive, other should be negative. So One more information for you. That means if the last term is positive, it means that both of them will be having the same sign. Same sign means both of them can be positive and both of them can be negative also. That means they must have the same sign, that's all. Okay, but here anyhow as the last term is minus, what does it mean? Both of them should have different sign. Now there will be a question into your mind which is coming that to which number should you give minus and to which number you should give the positive value. For this one, you have to check the center term sign, the sign of the center term. What is the sign of the center term? It is minus, right? Minus 3, that is the center term. So minus is the sign of the center term. Whatever the sign is given to the center term, that same sign should be given to the biggest number. Among these two numbers, 5x and 2x, which is the bigger number? 5x is the bigger number. So the middle term sign should be given to the bigger number. Here the sign of the middle term is minus. That's why you will give the minus to the bigger number. So 5x will be written as minus 5x. Now you have to give the minus sign to 5x. So what will be the sign of 2x? Definitely will be plus, because already we know both of them are having different signs, right? So as you got minus, as you are given minus sign to the 5x, definitely 2x will be positive itself. It's very clear. Now the next step, replace the center term by these two numbers. Now the equation will become x square minus 5x plus 2x minus 10 is equal to 0. Now from the first two terms, what is common, take it out. From the next two terms, whatever is common, you should take it out. From the first two terms, what is common there? X is common, right? If you're taking x outside, taking x as a common, then the remaining will be written within brackets, right? Inside the brackets, it will come x minus 5. Then from the third and fourth term, what is common? Take it outside again. There you can see 2 is common. So take the plus 2 outside. If you're taking 2 outside, again within the brackets, you will get 2 into x minus 5. Bracket closed, that is equal to 0. One more thing to be noticed. Inside these two brackets, the numbers will be the same thing, right? There also you can see x minus 5. In the second one also, x minus 5 itself will come. Okay. Now, here you can see x minus 5 is common in both of the terms. Now let us take x minus 5 all together as the common. Now when you're taking x minus 5 outside, what you will get? X minus 5 into x plus 2 is equal to 0. Here, see, x minus 5 into x plus 2 is equal to 0. So when you are multiplying two numbers, you got it as 0. That's the meaning of this one, right? While multiplying two numbers, you got the product as zeros. Just tell me, if you're multiplying two numbers, if you got the product as 0, it clearly means that among these two numbers, one of the numbers should be 0, isn't it? Then only we will get the product as 0, right? 2 into what number is 0? 2 into 0 is 0. 5 into what is 0? 5 into 0 is 0. Definitely when one number becomes 0, then only the product of two numbers will become 0. Is that clear? So that's why we can say, here in this statement we can say like this, x minus 5 into x plus 2 is equal to 0. That means x minus 5 is equal to 0 or x plus 2 is equal to 0. That means the first digit should be 0 or the second digit should be 0. If you are considering the first one as 0, that means let us take the first one. If x minus 5 is equal to 0, then definitely x is equal to 5. You got the x value as 5. And if x plus 2 is equal to 0, if x plus 2 is equal to 0, then x is equal to minus 2. So you got the two solutions, x is equal to 5 and x is equal to minus 2. So this is the way how to understand which number should come in the middle term. Which numbers should you select so as to split the middle terms? Clear? Now let us go with a word problem so that you can understand a little bit more. So here goes the question before you. The altitude of a right angled triangle is 7 centimeter less than its base. If the hypotenuse is 13 centimeter, find the other two sides. That means it's a right angled triangle and the hypotenuse, that means the longest side is given, it is 13 centimeter. And regarding the other two sides, what is given? The altitude of this right angled triangle is 7 centimeter less than the base. Less than the base. So if you know what is the base, then you can say the altitude is 7 centimeter less than the base. It means definitely the base is bigger than the altitude. That is the meaning of this one, right? So while we were speaking about the altitude, when the question here you can see, when they are mentioning about the altitude, they are connecting it with the base. It's 7 centimeter less than the base. So that's why we will write the very first step will be let the length of the base of the right angle triangle be x. We are going to take the base as x because whatever base it is, 7 centimeter less will be the altitude. So if you know the base, you can say the altitude. So we are considering the base as x. If the base is x, we consider it as x. What will be the altitude? Therefore, its altitude will be x minus 7 because it is 7 centimeter less than the base. That's given. And hypotenuse is equal to 13 centimeter. From where? From the question itself. It is clearly mentioned that the hypotenuse is 13. So this much. Now, whenever you are hearing about right angle triangle, what comes into your mind? Yeah, exactly. What is that? Pythagoras theorem. Right? The application of Pythagoras theorem will be inside a right angle triangle only. That's why we can apply this Pythagoras theorem here. What is Pythagoras theorem? Hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus altitude square, or base square plus altitude square is equal to hypotenuse square. Here what is the base? It is x. What is the altitude? It is x minus 7. What is the hypotenuse? It is 13. So let us apply the Pythagoras theorem here. So the equation will be x square plus x minus 7 the whole square is equal to 13 square. That means next step, again let us use the identity a plus b the whole square here, a minus b the whole square, right? Because it is x minus 7. So a minus b the whole square, we are going to use it here. What is a minus b the whole square? It is a square minus twice ab plus b square. We are going to apply that particular thing here in x minus 7 the whole square's expansion. Okay, so the first term is like that, x square plus. Now expand x minus 7 the whole square by using the identity a minus b the whole square. While expanding, what you will get? X square minus 14x plus 49 is equal to 13 square. What is the square of 13? It is 169. Now x square plus x square, that is 2x square, right? 2x square minus 14x. Then here you can see what is the number? It is plus 49. And here 169 is there. Taking this 169 to the LHS part, it will become minus 169. So we will take that to the LHS part, it will become minus 169 is equal to 0. Now there are two constants there. One is 49 minus 160. What is 49 minus 169? It is minus 120. So our equation will be simplified like this. X square and x square together we can write 2x square, right? So 2x square minus 14x minus 120 is equal to 0. Now you can see all the terms, they are easily divisible by 2. So divide the whole equation by 2, and so that you will get a small equation. Again, you can simplify the equation, again reduce the equation. Dividing the whole equation by 2, what you will get? It will be reduced as x square minus 7x minus 60 is equal to 0. We got a standard quadratic equation. Now let us split the middle term and let us solve for this particular quadratic equation. Now, as I told you how to split the middle term, first of all you have to multiply the coefficient of x square by the constant. What is the coefficient of x square here? It is 1. What is the constant term here? It is 60. 1 into 60, what is it? It is 60. Now in the working column you have to write these things, okay? So tell me what are the factors of 60? 1 into 60, right? So 160, that is the first set. Second one, 2 into 30. 2 and 30, they are the second set. Third one, 3 into 20, again 4 into 15, again 5 into 12, then 10 into 6 or 6 into 10, both of them are same. So I think it's over, right? Yeah, that's it. So this much factors are there here, this much multiples are there. Among this set, the first set is 160, second one is 230, third one is 320, another one is 4 and 15, next one is 5 and 12, and the final one is 10 and 6. Among this, only one set will be applicable so as to split the middle term. Which is that one? Which will be the relevant one? Can we choose 1 and 60? Can we choose 2 and 30? I told in the previous question, right? How to choose that one? Just by checking the sign of the constant term of the quadratic equation. What is the sign of the constant term of the quadratic equation? It is minus, because minus 60, right? It is minus. That means you have to subtract these two numbers from each set, subtract them together, subtract both of the numbers together, and that answer should be equal to the center term. Now here, what is the center term? It is 7. So whenever, while subtracting, if 7 comes, then choose that set. Now tell me, 60 minus 1, is it 7? No, cut it. 30 minus 2, is it 7? No, cut it. Third one, 20 minus 3, is it 7? No. Next one, 15 minus 4, is it 7? 15 minus 4, no, it's 11, right? It's not 7. Next one, 12 and 5, 12 minus 5, is it 7? Yes, it is, right? It is. So we got the set. What are the numbers? It is 5 and 12. That means 5x and 12x. You will write there 5x and 12x. So you got the numbers. Now let us think about the sign. How to check the sign? For that one also you have to check the center terms sign. What is the center term sign? It is minus. That means both of them should have different signs. One should be positive and other should be negative, right? Now tell me which one should be positive and which one should be negative. As the center term is minus, it means that you have to give the bigger number the same sign of that of the center term. What is the sign of the center term? It is minus. So this minus sign should be given to the bigger number. Now what are the numbers which we choose? It is 12x and 5x. So here the bigger number is 12x, so we will give the same minus sign to this 12x. So this will become minus 12x and plus 5. So now our equation will be reduced like this: x square minus 12x plus 5x minus 60 is equal to 0. And as usual, from the first two terms take the common, from the third and fourth term take out the common, then we will club them together, right? Taking the common outside from the first two terms, x is the common. Taking x outside, you will get x into x minus 12. Plus, from the third and fourth term, 5 is common. You can see 5x and 60. 60 is also a multiple of 5. So definitely we can say 5 is common from both of them. Take the 5 outside, you will get again within brackets x minus 12 is equal to 0. Now from these two things, it is very clear that x minus 12 is common. X minus 12 is common. Now take that x minus 12 as common. If you're taking x minus 12 itself as a common, you will get it x minus 12 into, what are the numbers left there? X and 5, right? So within the next bracket, we will write x plus 5. That means x minus 12 into x plus 5 is equal to 0. That means both of the numbers, when we are multiplying two numbers, we got the product as 0, means any one of them should be 0. That means we will write like this: x minus 12 is equal to 0 or x plus 5 is equal to 0. If x minus 12 is equal to 0, then x is equal to 12. And if x plus 5 is equal to 0, then the value of x will be minus 5. Now you got two values. One is x is equal to 12 and the other value is x is equal to minus 5. Now tell me which one will be the right answer, because anyhow we are going to take the hypotenuse, right? We are going to find the base of this one, because we already took it that we assumed that the base is x. So in both of these things you have to choose only one number. Don't think that in both of these numbers, even though the second number became negative, we are going to cut that minus sign from there and we will take only the positive, but it's not possible like that. Already you know, length, when you're taking the length of anything, you can't take it in a negative sign, right? From here to a particular place, if you're telling a distance between two places, from Delhi to Punjab, can you say it is minus 100 kilometers? Can you say like that? No, we can't say minus, right? When you're considering the measurement of length. So here, as we are considering the height, length, the base and hypotenuse, everything has something regarding to the length itself, right? So definitely the negative number should be neglected. So we are going to neglect x is equal to minus 5. We will take only the positive value, x is equal to 12. And while doing this one, in case if you got both of them as positive, you got 12 and you got there 5, both of them were positive, definitely you are wrong. Because for a triangle, there will be no two possible, we can't take like that, right? It's a contradictory, it's not going to happen like that. So like that also you can understand whether you have done this right or wrong, right? So here anyhow, we are going to take only the positive value, so we will take x is equal to 12. So what is x? It is the base. That's what we'll write. Therefore, the length of the base of the right angular triangle is 12 centimeter. Now what about the altitude? It's given in the question that the altitude is 7 centimeter less than the base. Therefore, the length of the altitude is equal to 12 minus 7, and that's equal to 5 centimeter. Forget not to write the unit, okay? It's 5 centimeter. I'm telling here centimeter because already in the question it is mentioned that the hypotenuse is 13 centimeter. It's given in centimeter. So definitely the length and all the units of all the 3 dimensions will be centimeter itself. Hope you understood today's class. So this is all about today's class. So thanks for watching the video. We will again meet with a new method how to solve a quadratic equation in a different typical type in the next class. Till then, take care and goodbye. See you all.